Can you hear that? Listen. Can you see that? Oh, where've they gone? I don't know if you can see that. I got distracted by the geezers flying over. There were like hundreds of them. I don't know if I captured them all. And I think they do it at the same time every day. It's because there's a massive pond over there and then another massive pond over that way. There's a massive pond over that way. And they fly, they do the mini migration over Barnsley. It's a sight to behold, I'm telling you. Anyway, I'm at the gym. And it's Sunday. I want to say Sunday morning, but it's not, to be honest. It's like 12 o'clock, so it's Sunday lunchtime. I've not been up long. And but that's morning to me. I'm just coming here for a workout, and I'll take you with me. Let's go for a workout, because I'm back on it now with health and fitness. I'm telling you, I'm like a trained athlete, me now. I've cut right down on food and beer. I've cut down on beer a bit. I've just replaced that with whiskey now, because that's better for you. I don't know, is it? Anyway, I'm going. That's a joke. I'm going into the gym. I'm going to have a workout, and then I'm going to pick Helibobs up. Now, this weekend, it were all planned. We were going on a trip. I was dead excited about it. And then something's come up with Helen with work. And then today, she's not very well. She's got woman flu. And we all know how bad that woman flu can be. Slightest symptoms, and they're like complaining and moaning. Not like us men who just get up and get on with it. So I've said, look, bless her, she's been laid up in bed and everything, and I've said, I'll come and pick you up and I'll take you out. We might go for some lunch, because you've got to make sure you're eating and stuff. And we'll go out for some lunch. But I'm keeping my distance. I'm not going to, so don't worry about me. I'll be all right. I'm keeping well away from her. We're going to get a massive table. I'm going to stick her right at one end. And then, yeah, I'll just do a vlog about, I don't know. But you've got to do them. You've got to keep doing vlogs. So I'm doing a vlog. It's going to be gym, dinner. I'll do a bit of a van tour, because a few people have asked me for that. And then I'll do a park up and a sleep, and just rabbit on in back of the van. We'll do a talking. So that's it, yeah. Let's go in the gym. Let's have a workout, and I'll see you in a bit. All right. Does anybody else make that noise when they jump in the car or the van? Is that just me? Anyway, that's the gym done. I'm buzzing. After that, I feel good. I had a really good sauna. Right, enjoyed that. And now it's off to pick Helibobs up and just undo all that hard work I've done with probably a burger and chips or something. All right, see you when we get there. Oh, I'll tell you what, before we get there, I'll pull somewhere a little bit more discreet and I can do a little tour of the van. All right, see you in a minute. Right, I'm not far from Helen's now and I've just pulled up in a car park. I'm just going to show you quickly inside the back of the van. So many of you have asked to see it. Hang on. Right, so here is my little van that I live in full time. Yes, I live in it full time, although I do get the odd person say, you don't live in that full time, you're lying. Well, whatever, you think what you want, but I do. I do have a lot of holidays. I stay at my mum and dad's caravan every now and then, and I stay at Helen's once a week, so I bet, but I'm here 99% of the time in my cosy little Peugeot Expert, which, if you saw my video, when I got this van, when I moved out of my house at the beginning, I bodged it up somewhat rotten. And it's funny because I don't know if any of you seen the video when I was so lucky to have it renovated by Consort Motorhomes, because the guy that owns it, Scott, he saw my video of how the van was before and he felt sorry for me, so they did this for me for free. Now, inside information, I'm going back soon and we're going to have a look round and have a chat with Scott, because, you know, I'll show you some of their wonderful motorhomes. But he made me laugh when he looked at my handiwork. What did he say? It was very diplomatic. He said, it's obvious that your skills lie elsewhere. Which they do. I'm like the Frank Spencer of DIY, and I joke about it, and I've given it a lot of thought with regard. I'll go on to this in a bit, you know, because I need to talk about my new van, what's going to happen with that. But let me show you this van. So we have, is it an Artex AVTEX TV? That's a 12 volt television. It's a smart TV. I tether that to my phone and you've got everything you need. I've got YouTube, Netflix, everything on that. These little things are put in, but I only really put books in them and stuff. I've got two skylights, both with blinds and sort of fly things. They open fully. That one is a game changer. It really is, because I can lay in bed, I have my head at this end, and I can lay in bed and look at the stars. We've got USB points, we've got these lights here, these are like mood lights, we've got a plug here, and then the main lights here, carbon monoxide thingamajiggery, fridge, compressor fridge, that's brilliant. Pop-up table, there's another pop-up table there. Start here. I've got this pull-out thingamajiggy, and this, you pull these out to make the bed, but I'll show you that later on. I've also got a heater down there as well. The heater only works when I'm plugged into mains, you know, when I'm on shore power. So any other time I use that. I've got two Bluettis, I've got that and a massive one. This is perfect. That powers my laptop, it powers me air fryer, my heated blanket, and then I just can either charge it up when I'm driving. I've got a cable to plug it in to the cigarette lighter. That is really slow though. Or I can, when I'm on a campsite or something, I can just plug it in to the plug there and it charges it up. Right. That, I keep all clothes and stuff in there. They're from, to move this cord. They're from, what's it called, Dunelm. And they're quite handy, I've got a few of them. They're about 12 quid. I've got this sort of bin thing, but I just chuck stuff in there. This is my toilet. It's just a washing liquid thing. Extra wide rim, obviously. That's only for number ones. Of course, I do have an emergency toilet. as well, but it's one of those pop-up ones. It's in the bottom of there. I never use it because what I do mainly for toilet is I go to places like supermarkets and stuff like that, and anywhere, you know, where there's a public toilet. It's not the best, is it? But there's an helicopter. But the one, I do have one of those, like, I had a chemical one, but I'm so limited for space. I've put that in my lockup. That's another thing I need to talk to you about, lockups. I have a lockup and I store loads of stuff. I've got old furniture. I've got most of my mum and dad's stuff, but I like swap my clothes over. I go back there every now and then and I swap stuff round because it'd be impossible in a tiny van without having that extra storage. What were I saying? So toilet, yeah, I have one of those that's like a pop-up thing. It's like a bucket really, but that's only in case of emergencies. Don't really ever use that. This is brilliant, this. I love that. So I can peek out of there if I hear noises, but I can chuck stuff when I ain't got much space. I can chuck stuff just into cab. Now, my curtains, I know what you're thinking of my curtains, but they're sentimental because when I first got the van and I bodged it quick, my mum made me them, so I just wanted to keep them in, and I've just temporarily put that in the window there because one of the problems, although my glass is tinted glass, when it's dark on an evening and I'm sat in a Tesco car park and I've got the lights in here, they're really bright, even with the curtains you can see in a little bit, and if I'm trying to be stealthy it's not ideal, so I've just put that up. I can take it down. I can't, yeah, oh God, I can show you in cupboards, but it's just a mess. I'm not very tidy. Everything's just chucked in. There you go, just everything's piled up. Food, any bits of food I have in fridge. I've talked about that before, that I store my food in the supermarket. When you start off, in fact when I started, you fill cupboards with all spices and herbs, like, because you know when you see Instagram and everything, you think I'm going to be doing all this cooking, and you don't, because in a tiny space it is so messy. So what I do for dinner, I mean we eat out a lot as you can tell, but what I do for lunch, I just go and get a sandwich or a salad from Asda. I go every day, so that's why there's hardly any food. In fact, I bet there's no in my freezer. I've got all my salt and pepper and everything up there, but in here, look, bit of milk, butter, a few bits, that's all I've got. And like today, we're going out for dinner now, and then I might get something from a shop for my breakfast in the morning or something like that, I don't know. More cupboard space down there. I moved my bag. Again, just water and bits and bobs. There's pans in there. I've got a first aid thing in there, mirror, not that I ever look at myself, and then this one, washing up liquid, tea towels, sponges, stuff like that. They all go in there. There's a lot of storage under here, and that's where mainly the bedding goes. In summer I hardly need any bedding, but this time of year I need quite a bit to keep warm. I'll go into that later. So that's inside my wonderful, amazing little van, and she's been really good to me, Dorothy. We've been on lots of adventures and I love her. And it's going to be sad to swap her, but obviously I just need a lot more space, you know. I'm getting on now. I need to be able to move around and cook proper meals and just, I'll tell you what's hard as well, just, you know, when I'm editing, I have table up and I sit here and I'm a bit like, you know, a bit hunched back, and you can be sat there for hours. So there you go, that's the inside, that's the little tour. This storage here, which is really good, I'll show you that. So I just have tons of stuff rammed in there, like outdoor clothes. These are chairs, I've got tables, that's me power cable, you know, for when I'm on a campsite. Got more stuff piled up here. That's the back end of the heater. It's a bit tidy for a change. That shoes, toaster. Yeah, that's it. That is my beautiful van. And just before I pick Kelly Bob's up, one thing that's come to mind is a lot of people said to me, why don't you just move in with Helen? And we're going to, at some point, probably later on next year, we're going to start looking at houses. We're still going to do van life though. We'll still have a motorhome, but I think it's, you know, it's something we'd like to do eventually. I've had situations with financing past, I've told you about it, with the loss of a business. So it's not been easy for me, but all that's going to be cleared up soon.
There it is!
That's insane.
Oh my god! I don't even know if I'm getting that. How good is that?
That's good, isn't it?
Look, I'm doing that. That is insane. Don't you think that's amazing?
Yeah.
I love it. Every time I go to work, I pass it.
You're supposed to be
and I'm nearly crashing. Nearly crashed the car.
You're supposed to be direct.
I ask all my patients if they've seen it, so they're all driving past on the way back home.
So this is the Robin Hood. It looks very nice. Oh, we're going to get some food. I very much doubt it. It's very busy.
I don't have anything at the moment.
All right.
It won't be until at 5 o'clock.
Okay. No problem. Oh well. We'll try somewhere else, darling. KFC. So no Joy there. That's very busy. Obviously a popular place.
Yeah,
so
we haven't booked. This is
we needed
like...
to book. Well, it was just a last minute thing, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
because I didn't know if I was able to come out.
No. So we're just going to go to. There's a Green King type place, isn't there?
Or is it Marston's or something?
It's going to be terrible, no doubt.
Yeah.
But we'll just go. We need some food, don't we? All right.
I'm trying to think what else. Where else around here?
So we've come to this place, which it's a Farmhouse Inns.
What is it?
Farmhouse Inns, apparently.
Farmhouse Inns. Oh.
We might not get a seat here. It's very busy. Oh, I bet we might struggle. It's rammed.
We are on a waiting list.
All right.
You are more than welcome to wait if you're wanting to.
Have you got like a rough idea of...
We've been timing for probably about 35 minutes-ish, give or take.
I'd rather go and have a Greg's. I know, I'm just being facetious. We're struggling. I'm not sitting in there. That is my idea of hell.
I know, there was too many children.
There were too many kids, and we love kids.
children,
we do, but we ain't got our kids today. We don't want kids running
you know
around.
what?
You're not feeling well.
I'm not feeling...
See? Right, we're not messing about now. Helen's booked a table because she's Mrs. Organised. I tell you what, they talk about cost of living crisis. Every pub we've been to has been rammed and they can't fit us in. But we've got a booking now. We're at, where are we, Helen?
We're at the Phoenix.
Yeah, but what's the area?
Ridgeway in Sheffield.
Ridgeway in Sheffield. It's not too far from where I'm going to be sleeping tonight as well. So Helen can get bus home.
But you've...
I'll get you a taxi home.
I'll walk home.
All right, you can walk it. So we're going to go in here. We're a bit early, but we can have a drink, can't we, babe?
Yeah.
Right, so here we are. It's a Green King, and it's the Phoenix Pub and Grill. It looks very nice. Helen's storming off to get a pint.
The cosiest bit you've got.
I've got one by the window.
Oh, okay.
Just follow me.
Oh God. So I think we're both going to go for the Sunday roast.
Oh, Sunday roast served with duck fat, rosemary and garlic roast potatoes. Woo.
Cheers.
Cheers. This will put me right.
Look at that, Helly Bobs.
That looks very nice.
That is looking good, isn't it?
Yeah, shall I show you?
Show us, do a rotation. Wow. We've ordered.
I like it.
That Yorkshire looks fantastic.
I I like it when they dish it up for you when there's not a lot.
Yeah.
Because you know when you go and get the carvery,
Yeah.
your eyes are bigger than your
Oh,
belly,
I'm
aren't
always
they?
the
And you
same.
just
Always the same.
totally
Always the
just overfish.
I right enjoyed that. We've left a bit of cauliflower cheese, and that's a bit fatty to be honest, but it was very, very nice. It was very
The
well
Yorkshire
cooked.
pudding was very good.
It was very tasty.
What did you? I think the best thing about it was the Yorkshire pudding,
Yeah.
the gravy,
Yeah.
and the carrots.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on that.
So James is taking me out for my tea. Yes, breakfast, dinner, and tea, and it was very nice. And now we are going, and because
You're going.
I'm going.
I'm going.
You're
up,
going.
I'm going up on moors.
Moors. So I said to him, "Go on, just give
I'm
me
not
a
kissing
kiss
you.
on the cheek."
You've got.
Not even do that.
We're doing elbows. That's what you're getting.
I'll give you elbows.
You probably will.
Yeah.
So here we are. One of my favourite spots. You've got Stanage Edge there. A few other vans. And up there's Higgertor. And Carl Walk over there. Castleton off in the distance. Lots of people just returning from their hikes. It's not a bad evening. I think it might be sunny tomorrow, you know. Right, so this is me for the night in the cosy little van. Got myself a little bit of red wine. Not too much, that's all I'm having. And I'm going to watch a bit of YouTube. And Helen's texting me. So what's happening, what's going on, what's going to happen going forwards with the van? Because that's probably the most common question I get. I am swapping this van. And that's going to be... thinking about it end of December, maybe January, obviously, but I can't put a definite. You heard all cars going past. It's normally really quiet here, but there just seems to be loads of cars. What were I saying? Yeah, I can't say for definite because obviously I've got to find a van, but I'm going to be in a position to buy one end of December, beginning of January. What am I going to get? I've been saying a Mercedes Sprinter and convert it myself, but now I've gone off that idea. I'm not saying no, definitely never, but I am going off the idea because I'm not the best at DIY, and I've thought about the logistics of it, trying to run the YouTube channel. I'm not going to suddenly start doing all these videos of van conversions and things like that. You know, I could have done odd one or something, but the thing is, I see other channels and I watch what they do, and they don't get as many views, things like that. And this, effectively, this is my income, this is my business. So I've got to be doing videos that that get the most views. That's what I'm trying to do, really. It's very difficult to please everybody, so that's why I do a mix. But yeah, van conversion videos, there's absolutely thousands of them, isn't there? And I'd be restricted for a few months converting this van when I want to be out going travelling and doing that type of stuff. So maybe I might just buy a van ready done or buy a motorhome. I've gone down this, you know, you go down these rabbit holes, and I'm right nerdy me. I get into stuff and I go on forums and read stuff, and I'm really into the old Heimers, the big old vintage Heimers. I love them, and I know that I'd probably be totally unpractical and silly and daft, but that's what I'm like. That's how I roll. I do daft stuff. So, you know, you might see me turning up in one of them big, huge twin axle vintage Heimers. Have you seen them inside? They are gorgeous. They're so luxurious. I might do that. I don't know. I change my mind every day. But anyway, I need more space, and that's what I'm going to be doing. I've got my unit. The unit is really handy for this van, but it's not cheap. So I'm going to get rid of that when I get the bigger van. I still need a little unit, but there's like store first in places like that. You can have like basically a shed size, and anything I need to store I can just go in there. Because of course, in a bigger van I can have all my clothes. I don't have to keep swapping them around and stuff like that. That's going to be dead exciting for me anyway. We're going to hopefully at some point buy a house, me and Helen. You know, that's probably going to be later on next year. Bless her, you know, she won't marry me until we live together, she's told me. So we're going to have to do something about that. It's a bit difficult at the moment, and I get a lot of people say, why don't you move in with Helen? And I do stay there once a week, but she's got 2 grown kids and only a little house. It's very sort of claustrophobic, and it's just not practical. So that's why we'll buy a house. And but that's going to be, yeah, that's a way off. And we'll definitely still do van life. I am never packing van life in. But it'll be like a win-win then, because I'll be able to do van life videos. And you know, all these other YouTubers now are doing house renovations. We can do a bit of that as well. Oh, we'll have all sorts of content. It's going to be brilliant. So that's the future. That's what's going on. Before then, I'm going to keep churning out videos like I do. Bit of this, bit of that. It keeps my interest. You can have a burnout doing YouTube. It can be stressful. Don't get me wrong, it's the best job I've ever had, but it can be a little bit stressful. You know, thinking of ideas, and then you put a video up, you're thinking, oh, what, people's not going to like it and stuff like that. So yeah, that's why I keep mixing it up really. So what's coming up? Just a bit more travel. Those 2 videos I did when I went to Coventry and I went to Leeds with like a £10 budget, they've done quite well. So I'm going to do another one of them. I might do that next week. That might be the next video after this, I'm thinking. And I'm thinking of going to Bradford. I don't know. I've got other ideas on back burner, but they need a bit more research, because I want to up my sort of quality. I want to up the sort of research and stuff into the videos. But then in November we're going away for 2 weeks, and that's going to be some really big videos. I'm really hoping, because we're putting so much effort into that, and we're getting a sponsor for that. The VIP Nuts, I mentioned that before, they're sponsoring us again to do a full 2-week tour, and I'm thinking they're going to be quite good videos, hopefully. So they will be coming, gosh, they'll be coming at about beginning of November as well, because I'll be editing them as we're travelling. That's another thing. Oh, I need to get a new laptop, because my laptop's knackered. So that's one thing I've got to do. Right. I've got my pyjamas on. And I'm going to make the bed. I don't know how I'm going to do this and film it at the same time. It's going to be very difficult. Firstly, hello there. I've got this, and I plug it into my power bank. Let me show you. I turn it on. Oh, 57%. And this is what I'm going to plug in to my heated blanket. Although I don't really need a heated blanket, it's not that cold. So let me show you what we do. As I say, it's going to be difficult, this. I'll show you this bit first. This is going to look worse. It's dead easy, but because I'm trying to film it, so there you go. That's that bit. That's the bottom of the bed. Let me film this bit. So both of these pull out. And that does the same, but I don't know why I put that there. Bit of extra thermal. All my bedding's under here. I don't know where I'm going to put this. Let me move you. Hang on, put you up here. Let me flick you around a bit so I can see what I'm doing. So yeah, all my bedding's in here. I've got that fantastic quilt, and this is my heated blanket. I also have a bottom sheet to protect these, but I'm not going to faff about with it tonight. It's dead easy. So that's the bed, fully extended, which is like still fairly small, but me and Helen fit in this. Get me pillows. I like to sit up in bed before I go to sleep. I don't need this blanket on at all. Remove my wine glass. It'd be too warm with this on. It's a fairly mild night, but I'll tell you what, in winter, this is probably one of the best things I've bought, to be honest. But it's there if I want to turn it on in the middle of the night. So it just plugs in like that. You've got the controller. You can put it on for 1 hour, 3 hours, 9 hours, loads of different temperatures. I never put the temperature higher than number 2. And it's a Dreamland IntelliHeat. If I remember, I'll put thing in description. I'll put an affiliate link. That's me sorted. Oh, that is so... And that is plenty warm enough tonight without the... without even having blanket on. But as I said, if it gets nippy at night, I can turn it on easy enough. I feel like I need to do an impression of me sat in bed. I'll just sit here and I start watching stuff on either Netflix or YouTube. Mainly YouTube. And then I just fall asleep. That's what I do.
Here, the cupboards, note, they open outwards rather than inwards. And that means your food doesn't actually get crushed when you open the doors.
Have you had a lot of interest in the property?
I don't know. Come over here, though. This is probably...
Oh, all cars are coming past that. Waking me up. Does that look like a clear sky to you? I heard some rain. I had frightened my life in the middle of the night, so I've got a Pixel phone, I have a Pixel watch on, and it's got a feature on it called Find My Phone, and I accidentally set it off in my sleep, and it makes your phone ring really loud. So that, you know, when you get that horror when your phone's ringing at 3 o'clock in the morning. But then there were no call on there, so I thought, what's that about? And then I realised it with a Find My Phone feature. Anyway, I need to get up. Let's have a look through cab. Is anybody about? Oh God. There's not much going on. There's 2 blokes on a bike, some hikers, and a lorry down there. There were a van parked up in front of me. I don't know if that's gone this morning or last night. I'd usually do like a cooking breakfast type video, but I'm not eating before 12 o'clock in the morning now, 12 o'clock lunchtime. I'm doing the intermittent fasting. So what I'm going to do now is just make my bed up, have a coffee, and head back Barnsley way so I can go to the gym. I've got some phone calls and stuff to make, so just pretty standard stuff. And then it all happens again. I've got editing to do. I've got to edit this video, which should be quite easy. Do that today, get that uploaded for tonight. And then, that's my fridge kicking in. And then plan my next vlog and where I'm going to go. So, yeah. So that's it. That's like practically a day in the life, really. I could go for a walk, but it's a bit rainy, so sod that. So thanks for watching this video. Excuse how I look in the morning. I'm rough as a bear's arse. I'm not a morning person. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and I'll do more of these occasionally. Be far better when I get a bigger van though. Alright, silly. Just thought I'd show you how peaceful it is this morning. There's a couple of people up there on Stanage Edge. There's just me and that one van down there, which I think might actually be converted into a motorhome, I'm not sure. So as I'm just heading towards Sheffield, I thought I'd stop and admire the view. I'm tempted to put my hiking boots on and go for a little walk, because it's brightening up.